Hey, YouTube friends, good time zone to you. Welcome. Chat has spoken, and we're going to jump into a best of 3 today. Quite a handy victory. I never know what to expect anymore on best of 1 or best of 3. Used to be I had to like coax people into voting for the best of 3 option, but not today. Got there all on our own. I'm not sure how sometimes later in a format, although we're kind of middle of this format, they can get a little slower in these queues. Maybe I'll hop in and we'll see how fast it takes to fill up. Maybe we'll be the 8th and it'll just pow. That'd be great. But I don't know. I do know that you should check out my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They're going to help you out with anything you need for your tabletop magic experience. Maybe you have fallen in love with some of these sweet cards from this interesting set, and you want them for your next commander deck or a modern deck or whatever. Check them out. Check them out via my affiliate link. They're going to have what you need. And if they don't have it, what exactly the thing you're looking for in stock at that moment, check out that restock feature. I use it all the time, and it is incredible how fast things get restocked at Card Kingdom. And they are second to none in buy prices. So if you're looking to flip cardboard into cash or a different cardboard, you're not going to do better than Card Kingdom. So start there on that front. And looks like we're very close to the bottom here. Oh yeah, good timing. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Here we go. Yes, I did some live quick draft. You can check that in the VODs. What do we got here? Well, some reason to like not be in in red-black for once. I mean, nothing in red-black is particularly strong here. We could take Moon Dancer and see if green-white life gain is open. Lair of the Hydra is, I guess if we after taking a green card, we should just take the lair. It's real good. And Happen on a Glade, we'd play that. If it's a little clunky, but we'd play it. There's decent stuff to wheel here. I don't think we're wheeling the Moon Dancer. White-green is too good of an archetype in the format to come around. If it does, we are in an insanely good place. But yeah, we'll start with the lair. Could wheel the Gorger. Yep. I expect we'll at least wheel this Boulette. I don't know what a Boulette is. It's a beast of some kind. Also, we may not be in green. Maybe we get out of this color here, because I'm going to keep looking for the best card, not just follow green. Hobgoblin and Rust Monster are the most interesting to me here. I think I just kind of like the 2-drop over the 3-drop. Like, Rust Monster is perfectly playable, but I think Hobgoblin is a little better, especially with the lair. Precipitous Drop is medium removal to me, unless you are very specifically, you're already doing the dungeoneering thing. 3 mana -2/-2 is clunky, but venturing is real, but I want to have that shot at the -5/-5, and I don't like taking this early. I'll take the 2-drop. Also because I think green-red, green-red, what's it called? Pack Tactics is real. This is not real. It's rare, but not good. We could take this. It doesn't match us at all, but it might be the best card here, and I like the color pair. What are we taking if we're staying on color? We have a decent combat trick. It's best of 3, but we're going to try and wheel this plummet if we're going to stay in green. The 5-drop is real. So is the Gobbo. Those are the two, the 2 5-drops are probably the best cards here. I just don't like, Charm Sleep is okay too. I think the fact that this is 2 colors off of our fine first 2 picks makes me not want to go here. And I think I'm going to take the Gobbos over the Ranger because red is a more contested color. But that's a pretty narrow pick. The 2 5-drops, both interesting. Choose your weapon if we stay green is playable. Same with Idle. Ray of Enfeeblement, probably the best card here, especially best of 3. I'm going to take it. Bull's Strength is a really excellent combat trick. It's the fact that it does kind of 3 different things that are useful in 3 kind of different situations that makes this work the way it does. I'm not into the tools, at least not early. Like, if I'm doing saboteur things, I like these better, but I think this has been underwhelming to me of late. I like Hawks okay if I'm pumping them up. I'm just going to take Bull's Strength here. See if we can lean towards the green, see what comes towards us that way. Minimus Containment is suggestive of some, people have come down on this a bit, but it's still clean removal. Null Hunter, though, and the Bard still being here is a decent sign for us. A lot of black, though. It's not amazing black, but it's all playable. 4 playable black cards here when I think black is among the better colors is interesting, especially having picked up the enfeeblement. So I like the Null Hunter, but I'm going to take the Horde Robber. I'd rather be in black than green if it's open, and if people are going to show me 4 nice black cards, pick 6, I'm going to listen and be willing to bank there. And on that front, yeah, we can take Price. We could easily end up red-black from here. Plummet, again, excellent sideboard card if we're in green. But this is the kind of reward this is a reward for finding that this lane might be open. I'm not married to this switch to red-black here, and I really do think of this as like a red-black card. But we'll take it and see. Here's a pet card of mine, but we're nowhere near it right now. That's been the case a lot lately. I don't love any of the black or red here, but I don't want a white-blue card. So I guess we take Fate's Reversal or Check for Traps. These are the 2 options. I am on Check for Traps, I think, over Fate's Reversal. It's another one where if I'm not really doing the dungeoneering thing, I'm not super interested. We did not get Gorgeous George back, but the Boulette came back as we expected. We'll take that in case we end up playing green. Rust Monster comes all the way back. That's a bit of a nice signal, especially for the red-black deck, which is creating its fair share of treasure. So we're going to take Rusty and be pretty happy. Now we get a sideboard Plummet or a potentially main deck Javelineer, but not super high impact. I'm going to take the Plummet in case we end up green here, even though I'm thinking we're looking more red-black. And I don't like the Brazen Dwarf at all, and we are best of 3, so we'll take these fine sideboard cards. And we really hope to not play this, but we could be red and desperate enough to, I suppose. Well, rewarded for being in red here. This is really just, quote, just a 6/6 flying haste that can't be countered. The pump, it can be relevant. Like if their sky is empty, and let's say they're at like 14, this can represent like a 2-turn clock, right? Cast this, hit for 6, and threaten pump twice to hit for 8 next turn, right? So if they kill it, it's gone or whatever, but coming out of nowhere for 6 and then saying could come in for 8 to 10 if you're not ready the next turn is awfully powerful. But yeah, sucks to pass a Painter and a Dragon's Fire. If the Painter happens to come around, well, then we did it. But we're not passing the Mythic Dragon here. Another Ray. I think it's... man. It's obviously incredible against white, and we are best of 3, but maybe first Valor Singer is better than second Enfeeblement. But that's the pick I'm looking at here. Barbarian class, we're not really rolling much yet at all, if at all. Here's a roll. So I'm gonna, yeah, I think I take the Ray. You say you'd run 2. Would you run 3? Well, it doesn't matter. Irrelevant whether you run 3 unless this wheels, because we're going to grab Magic Missile. Tiamat. That would be fun. Go fetch our Inferno. But hey, if I ever pack one, pick one, have Tiamat, we'll take it and see what we can do. But I'm going to take Magic Missile and be a grown-up here. Burning Hands for more removal, or Horde Robber for another 2-drop that really threatens to make the deck hum. I think we're cutting the green here because it does feel like we found, well, I don't know, maybe the black lane isn't as open as I think it is yet. So on that front, we could take the Burning Hands knowing that we get to play it. Yeah, I like I like the Fangblade. I like it, but I like Horde Robber better. So my thoughts are right here on Horde Robber versus Burning Hands. But it's not that I don't like the 2/2 Death Toucher. I'm going to take the removal in the color I know for sure I'm playing. Even though we're kind of doing fine on the removal right now. That was my thinking of like my hesitancy. We can take Rapier. I especially like Rapier on like a Horde Robber. This gets blocked all the time, and when you can suddenly make it a 3/3, that does fine. It probably is you see a pair of goblins, but I'm kind of down on this card. I guess we have Swarming Goblins, which helps the +2 effect have some potential. That's my problem, is that I shouldn't say never. I have rarely seen much, if any, value from the +2 side of this card, which means that it's 3 mana for a couple of goblins most of the time, which is underwhelming to me. We're going to go ahead and take the Death Priest here. We have another pack to go. You really want to enable this. I've had some viewers be kind of down on this card, and I get it, because it doesn't just magically work, but there are some combos with this card where you can get a relentless attack going. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Death Priest. Right, yeah, but that's my plan, Math. Yeah, we're pack 2. That's what I'm saying. Because we're pack 2 and have a whole pack to go on finding some sack outlets, I'm going to hedge. I think if we find them, it's incredible. I acknowledge the risk, Math. I think it's worth it. Maybe you don't. I do. There we go. Nice Captain. Hey, how about that? Painter does come back, making a great signal for us. Not really playing this class, but Hexblade here, if we're making treasure, is real nice. Another Swarming Gobbo could work. Rapier comes back anyway. And yeah, so my priority really is sack outlets now, like Deadly Dispute. It's going to be a snap first pick quite happily. I'd like to see those ghouls even more, but Deadly Dispute, great. Maybe we'll wheel a spawn. Another Painter. We wheeled the first one, but there's not much else to take besides the improvised weaponry, so I'm just going to take the Painter. Yeah, blue player getting the pack 3 hookup, which is a good reason to be in blue. I don't want to splash, even though we're doing the treasure thing. Price. Still, let's take the Tiger Tribe for the sack outlet, and then if we wheel the price, that's a fist pump. And that probably means we're like cutting at least one of these Swarming Goblins. Yeah, Dispute, Ghoul, and Tiger Tribe would be a nice suite of sack outlets. But would like one more, like, a Ghoul would be great since it's repeat. and a low drop. Well, it's actually an interesting pick to me. I've been pretty high on Dungeon Crawler just for getting a 2-powered body down on turn 1 and sliding it into the curves. But Rogue is a 2-drop with 2 power and some upside. My inclination is the 1-drop. It does kind of work with the priest, but I'm going to take the crawler. I think 2 power at 1 is nice. And yeah, we'd run a Feign Death here. We could also take the temple. We have the dragon to help it enter untapped sometimes. And casting spells is great. Yeah, let's cast spells. Feign Death is a bit of a pet card of mine, but you know me, I like to cast spells even more than play my pet cards. Another kind of pet card, Grim Wanderer, has been pretty good to us. We'll take that. But running out of chances to find that ghoul. Two more packs to maybe have a ghoul show up. Not planning on it at this point, but if we get any other sack outlet, I'm going to fist pump. And that qualifies. Hey, we got it! Look, there's 2 of them, but I got the ghoul I want. Nice. Get in. See, math? It all worked out. Tools, Manticore. We do have Rust Monster. I like Rust Monster with Manticore. It can really turn this into a Chupacabra. You want Treasure Chest? I don't even really see it. I don't hate a Thieves' Tools, but I don't love it. I'm going to take Manticore. Yeah, it makes treasure. That's true. But I don't know. This makes treasure. We playing that? This likes treasure, but I feel like it's the worst. I'll take the Sellsword over the Windfall, hoping to not play either. Here is a tools I will take and consider. Looks like nobody's in blue or amazing. Like, I hope there's one blue drafter who took the Planeswalker and now gets the blue dragon as well. That would be sweet for them. Price comes back, and we did find enough outlets that I think I'll run all 3. I'm not going to give him the Charm Sleep, though. Yeah, the dragon, the fact that that 4-drop is a dragon has a little benefit to our land or whatever, but it's still not a happy place for me anyway. Hey, that's our first gem grind. Now, what rare did we have? I don't even know. We drafted some rare that we already have 4 of, I bet. Let's see. Oh, probably Lair of the Hydra. Unless it's something in the deck. I don't think there's a lot of rares in the deck, though. We got the Mythic, but I don't even know if there is a rare. 4 cuts if we want the 17, and I think we do. We'll split creatures off and note that we're at 15 creatures and 12 non. See, this is where I think I just drop a pair of goblins, drop a Thieves' Tools. Rapier and maybe a Ray. Check for traps can go. I know this doesn't look impressive, but 2 power for 1 is just real. It just slots in. When you can go crawler on 1 into any decent 2-drop, into captain or whatever, like, it's real. But I'm down for cutting 1 Ray and bringing in the second if we're playing white and trying Rapier in a kind of flex spot here. Dropping Rapier onto a painter or a horde robber can be quite a surprise. Siriana really likes 2 rays. Well, what do you want to cut? You want to cut the rapier? I think I'm going to go with this for now, but I feel you. I might bring back the second ray, but I want to get playing. I'm going to call this a deck and see if anybody has any bling redemptions. No bling redemption, so it's all up to me unless you all want to get busy. Let's go for Handland and Goblin Mountain. Here we go. Mountain made of goblins, right? Gimps likes the 2 rays too. All right, Swaggy likes my picks, so we'll just call that complete. Yeah, maybe not the best rapier deck, but I like that it can go onto tokens late and make them real. We could change this for removal though. I don't know. I'll put it to a vote. Let's cut the rapier and then talk about what we're adding as a poll. So we got rapier, we've got ray, and I get you can make a case for like a swarming gobbo or something. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about it, Siriana, but I've been having success with it. I'm going to give it another chance. If you want tools added, all right. So we'll go 45-second poll. We can put in ray. We can put in what was the other one? Rapier. We can put in tools. We could even put in goblins, the 5-drop goblin swarm, or check for traps is also reasonable. So I'll throw that on the list. Let's see what people think. Those are your options, though. You can put other if you really think this is not the right list. I mean, you see a pair of goblins, which we could put back in, I guess. But again, I've found it to be just very medium. See what takes it. Looks like Ray is taking it pretty easily. All right. Ray it is. Yeah, we actually have some sideboard choices for once. They're not amazing, but we have some stuff to consider. And let's sleeve up. Fancy fire sleeves. All right, if we were to play this event out 1,000,000 times, what would our average win count be? Come on. Play first. You shut up. That is a terrible opener. A 4 and a 5 in a low down deck, so we're going to mulligan and try to find something more aggressive. And we did it. We're going to throw back our duplicate legend, and then this hand looks actually pretty sweet. Now, if we find a basic land and they play something that we want dead, I could see attacking in to trade Painter up for a Manticore and a dead creature. But it looks like Bacalhau Fever with the 9 months. Thank you. Bacalhau's a Lemonheads fan. We could even enfeeble that. Yeah, so let's just do that. We can enfeeble and turn on the Grim Wanderer and make a turn 3 6/4 off of 2 lands. That seems fine. I don't think there's a Painter meme. Oh, wait, there is Ray, though. Hold on, look at this. Wait. Now they could easily go land, Grim, whatever, and kill it, but I like that we're making them have it on a 2-drop. Set your expectations, so losing your sweet 6/4 is not as painful, because you know it's quite possible. But the point is, you made them have it. And if they don't, you're in such a good position. Druid class, is that the good one? Oh, it's the bad one. Or not the, or whatever, it's the medium one. It's not the Ranger class, which is scary as heck, which is all I mean, really. Could use another land, but since they didn't kill our 6/4 and we're cracking in for 7, it effectively means we're cracking in for 14 because we have a price of loyalty. So they reduce some damage there. There we go. I mean, this is great. Like, we don't have anything to price here, but now I feel like I don't see how we lose unless they do something sweepy. I don't know. I guess they could kill this and we could be in trouble, but if we get any lands from here, we're just in great shape. Magic Missile goes to face that are virtual 7 right now. But yeah, great. Turbo Chapter 3 and then I'll win with it. Or yeah, give me George. You tell me what I beat you with, Bizzle. Baleful Beholder it is. You got it, buddy. All right.
My God, no. Please, what is that? Don't tell me.
Here's the memes we have. Here, I'll read out the memes we have so that you can remind me when I miss them. 50 Feet of Rope, Baleful Beholder, Brunor Battlehammer, Celestial Unicorn, Check for Traps, Dire Wolf Prowler, Jin Windseer, Dragon's Fire, Dueling Rapier, Dungeon Map, Fly, Gretchen Titchwillow, Loathsome Troll, Minimus Containment, Monk of the Open Hand, Owlbear, Pixie Guide, Plundering Barbarian, Portable Hole, 2 Precipitous Drop memes, Prosperous Innkeeper, Ray of Enfeeblement, Scaled Herbalist, Shocking Grasp, Shortcut Seeker, Split the Party, Wish, and Venture 1 and Venture 2, but I don't have the second Venture loaded. That's the last, I think the last meme I have for the set that I that I have. Anyway, sideboarding. What are we thinking? We see enchantment, we see black green kind of value town. Looks like they're just trying to ramp to big stuff, and then so really our price of loyalties are going to be great here. Cursed. Oh, we're not in green. Let's focus on the stuff I can reasonably sideboard if it's reasonable. But that's the thing. Now we're looking. I mean, we can take check for traps since they're trying to go for a bigger thing later. Yeah, Ray for Rapier or Ray for check traps is reasonable. I think with a black-green ramp deck, I kind of like bringing in the check and stripping them of the big thing they're trying to get to. That's my gut. I'm gonna try that. I think the small, like one Ray can go, but I think I'm not looking to not play small removal just based on what we saw there. I still think there could be a lot of reasons to have that stuff. This looks good though. Horde Robber on the draw, generally tough to get in. But we'll see what we want to play. And yeah, with Shambling Ghast, though, we really need to get this off the board before we bring out our captains. So I am going to... might even bring out the Ghoul and see if we have another sack outlet. Now, I'll just go Horde Robber. They probably have to stay back. But we really want to try and clear this before we deploy these. And here you go. This is why this card just overperforms. It just always seems like a reason that you're happy to have this on board. And what are we doing? We're 3 mana away from playing the dragon. We could just ditch the captains, but the trouble is if we don't find our mana, then we've ditched the things we can actually play. We do get a treasure here. That's pretty useful, but it's not going to cast us anything next turn. But I think you probably are right that given that we are guaranteed effectively 1 treasure here, and yeah, all right, let's ditch them. It's tough to do because those are good cards, but yeah, the fact that we know we're getting in for at least 1 treasure, interesting. Like they want, I guess they want treasure themselves. Should we give it to them? Since they want it, I'm going to say no. Now, we could go Painter Ghoul and even get Ghoul as a 4/3 here. But if we just Painter pass, we can draw a land and potentially get an 8/8 Inferno. I'm going to be greedy and go for that. With a backup plan, yeah, we get our 8/8 Inferno that can't be countered. Yeah, we could connect with Inferno Robber again, but this has haste, so we want to cast it pre-combat. And they're staying back because they want that treasure. We hit them for 8. They go to 11. We can't just straight kill them next turn. I think I'm just going to send the dragon and not let them turn this into treasure. Between, yeah, the need for both another land, like they needed green and they needed more mana. Who knows? Maybe they just had the 4-drop removal, right? But whatever, we're not going to give them any extra mana. Nice. A fine start.
Bender, honey, we love you.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
Did I have fun this game? Yes. Yes. 8/8 haste can't be countered. Flyers on turn 4 against a mana screwed opponent was fun. Need a sack outlet, but this hand's looking pretty otherwise. Another 2-drop for turn 4. 3 would be nice as well. If we can go Painter into Hobgoblin Plus, that would be a nice turn. Flooding out, draw nothing but land since our opener. Sucks to lose our Painter, but I do like that. I mean, they had to use removal on it, spent their turn on it, and we still got a treasure out of it, took out removal from their hand. So here I like Swamp, Hobgoblin, Crawler, don't spend treasure. Could also spend treasure and play Temple, but that doesn't seem right when we have so much land in hand. Now, normally it doesn't pause for an oppo just because they have treasure. It usually means there's something to spend on it. So with treasure, though, of course, it could be anything, but oppo does have some kind of 1 mana instant is the lesson there. It's too hard to guess when we only know one of their colors. I mean, sure, it could be Ray, it could be the Feign Death. Okay, so they're showing black, so now that narrows it down to probably Feign Death, Ray of Enfeeblement. Isn't there another 1 mana black instant? Ah, there you go, it's Rapier. Hold on.
It's time to
Wow.
duel!
Unfortunately, I'm also going to play you this meme.
Oh, here comes the flood.
So we could, with no sack outlet, Price of Loyalty, the Vet. It would be unblockable, 6 damage. It would make this unblockable. It's probably worth it for the damage, even though we don't have the sack. Because without it, we don't really have an attack we like besides sending a Dungeon Crawler. So we really need to top deck from here. David wants to wait a turn. I guess they're gonna, they're gonna keep it there, so we don't have to. David says wait a turn. I'm just worried they play something that then makes it not as good an attack. Well, it doesn't. We have 3. I mean, that doesn't make us likely to draw them, per se, in one draw, but we have 3. I'm going to go for it, but I hear what David is saying. Maybe this is early. I really like that it lets me attack with everything, including the Gobbo. And if Oppo wants the crawler, that's great. And if not, I mean, you see why I like it? Like, we snuck it in and it's getting damage in. It's part of our aggressive approach. I used treasure to get an extra 2 points of damage.
We will say goodbye to flesh and blood.
I mean, yeah. Kind of waiting on our dragon now. I think we have to double block and take the 2-for-1 because they're short land here and it would force a bunch of re-equipping, and in their time to re-equip we might draw something that allows us to handle the situation again. Thanks, deck. Appreciate it. That's magic for you, gang. Sometimes you get this. Rusty, you are a turn late and a mana short. Too bad we don't have any Plundars. I like their ability to just kind of be main deck artifact hate. But I also don't see changes I want to make here. So I'm just going to run it back. That's true. Paragoblins could ambush a veteran. I don't know if that's correct to bring in for that one scenario as opposed to just playing our game. Classic, just classic, because we just love this hand with a single mountain, but without it we're like, do we take the chance though? Because if we find a single mountain, this is great. We can play Painter, we can sack the treasure to the Dispute or the Painter itself and ramp out an Inferno. Yeah, OP is, opponent is aggro. Yeah, fine. Some days the magic gods just say, it's not even about the magic today, friend. You just don't get to win. Sorry. We anoint your opponent winner. Although, we've also seen a mold of 4 work out. Fire that up, Hat. Maybe we'll do it again. Oh, I'm not keeping that. Keep this, though. Now, probably, I mean, Ray is castable, but I think we need to, maybe we send back the price without sack. And then we have some early removal, ramp, and mid removal. Hey, there's another one anyway. As observed, we have multiples. We have mulliganed into a chance. We'll take it. And again, we've drawn out some really good removal when we've already gotten some value. I like that. Stuck here, not surprised, but Nice. You, feeble. And now we're a mana away from getting on board with a significant threat with at least one buddy. Well, Zorn might make him some treasure, but I don't want to magic missile a 3/2 for and that have it be it. I would rather just take a hit here, try to find land next turn, and at least have magic missile Grim Wanderer available or straight up swarming goblins available. All right, so there we now have our shot. I don't want him to double treasure, but I think we just go Magic Missile and then Grim Wanderer, and then we can trade off. And then we're still a land away from the Gobos. Mike wants the Swarming. I guess we do. If we do Swarming, though, this 4/3 trades with both of theirs. Are we happy about doing that? I kind of wanted to trade the Wanderer, but I guess this is the better creature anyway. So if we can stick the Wanderer, that's better. All right, let's do this then. I think they're both defensible lines, but this line gives the Wanderer a chance to be the last creature standing, which is better than this being the last creature standing. All right, well, we are going to trade for this Zorn here, and then have Magic Missile Wanderer if we get a land. Down to a card, so if we can just find a basic land here, I like our turn. If not, we'll have to decide what to do. I did say basic. But I guess we're going to take another 4. And we'll get red here. I don't want to kill it. I'm going to take 4. I don't want to kill it and then not be able to Grim Wanderer. We just take 4. It's fine. Yeah, we do have a fire-breathing dragon, so red is where it's at for our mana choices when given it. But yeah, let's do the missile now. Now let's draw a sack outlet. Not a sack outlet, but a creature that if you can get going is something. This takes some work though. This isn't just naturally good, but you get it going and it's a B+, A- type card. But without getting it going, it is not much to speak of. But it's a lightning rod, as you see there. And we still have a 5/3 that can threaten to get through. We did. Oppo just, of course, draws, like, what the heck? Just everything you need, sure, must be. This is okay, though. We can get a captain here and hold for a minute. If they send in, we can take the 4 even. Why not price and send? What does that get us? Dead on the crackback? Like 4, 5, 6, 7? Like almost dead on the crackback? Like, I don't want to price for not lethal or not sack. right, deck, you've been very cute this match so far, but how about delivering some goods here and making a game of it? But sure, now just like Oppo gets to top deck left and right as though they coded this game themselves. And we get a stupid Horde Robber. Although now, at least I have a double block I'm willing to perform on the Veteran. Although, are we just dead? If they swing away with all, we have a forced block on the Goblins, the 4-3, and then if we double block the 2-2, although if they swing all, we don't get drained. So they don't have a win, because if they swing all, we don't get drained for 2. And if they swing 1, we get to double block. So I'll give us a mostly, but I think we're pretty much dead.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
This deck is great. We have mulled to 5 and flooded and are still in this. This great deck is looking like it's going to lose, but that happens to great decks. Yeah, you did it, Oppo. What a joke. Magic, why do I put up with you? Sometimes I don't know. It was a mirror match in which I think our deck looked a lot better, honestly. Maybe not a lot, just better. All right, keeping this, have both colors of mana, piece of removal. Double price is a little bit more than we want at this point, but give me a ghoul and I'll be happy. One time, top deck ghoul. One time, top deck, like, this never happens for me. I don't ever play Horde Robbers on 2 and just have them cleanly be able to attack. What garbage. I could see cutting 1 mic, but I wouldn't cut 2. I mean, we've got 3 outlets, and 2 of them are permanent. 2 of them are repeat. But this is just, this is, ugh. Come on. Yeah, but when I say it, it's true. Tiger. There it is. I'm not using removal to prevent 1 treasure, no. Not feeling great here, but frankly, if the Rust Monster lives and we untap with a Tiger Tribe Hunter in a couple of turns, we'll be fine. But yeah, we could do that. We can Ray and eat, which is a good point. I just hate that this is clocking in, but there's nothing we can do about it. I know we could steal the robber to gain a treasure, but with the Tiger Tribe in hand, we're going to try and use those prices to just win the actual game. Why did I surrender the match? Because you had me beat. I don't know what you mean. I believed in your ability to attack. No, believe me. Believe me. I had incredibly bad luck, mulligan to 5 against you, and had a really rough draw on the other one, too. I was pretty darn salty, if I'm going to be honest. I still think it's worth it, Siriana. I get what you're saying. But we have, again, with Price Hunter, this is our plan. Either this plan works or it doesn't. If this plan works, we win. If this plan doesn't, we lose. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep him off treasure. But let's make sure this resolves. Yeah, you can watch it from my side, but warning, you put me on tilt. Really frustrated with how my deck performed in our match. I think my deck is great, and I really didn't get to show you. And I'm not getting to show this Oppo much either. And Half Elf Monk is really frustrating because now I almost have to go price Half Elf Monk. They tap my Hunter, and I have to price my own Hunter to untap it so I can sack their Half Elf Monk. That's not great either. Oh yeah, I don't have chat on because I know I'm susceptible. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Scott. I just hate having to do that. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to take this and chuck it, not take this and then use this just to be able to untap this. And all we do is chuck a monk at a 1/1 at that spot. Gosh, that's frustrating. But I don't see what else we do. I mean, right now we're just going to lose to an unblockable 3/3. This stupid card finally doing something for somebody. This has been really underwhelming to me, but this is where I like it when you got Fang Blades. I'm just lamenting that I have to do this, and I'm trying to come up with another way to do it. If this were instant, we could just let him tap and then flash into untap, but that doesn't make sense. So, it is what it is. We're going to have to do this play and then find something else for the Fang Blade. But my problem is that the price doesn't give a boost of power without treasure. What? Now I just want to quit Magic forever. F that shit. God damn it. Some days it does not feel like the game is going to let you win 2 in a row. The timer argument makes no sense to me. I cast a sorcery. Okay? I cast a sorcery successfully. You know when that happens? In your main phase. So for me to cast a sorcery successfully, come out of that casting, and not be able to cast another sorcery when clock has been added to my clock is some bullshit. It doesn't matter, Hammer. I don't care that I was at the end of my rope. I successfully cast a sorcery. There's only one phase you can frickin' successfully cast a sorcery in, and that's your main phase. And then it added time back to my clock, so I should still be in the damn main phase with time on my fucking clock. So, to untilt and just try to win a couple Magic games, let's talk through the plan. We can get a 3/3 Priest next turn, but it puts us off of an early Dragon. We don't have anything else to do if we don't do it, though. However, now we're just like literally one land away from an uncounterable, potentially 7/7 hasty Dragon on 5. So yeah, we're gonna wait, and then our worst case is they do something to kill the painter, and we play the Wanderer. But I will take the 1. Unfortunately, getting a slight flood of mountains, which will be nice for us when we have a dragon, but it's preventing us from just hard casting a Death Priest here and having a mana up. But I will go Captain on no treasure. Send the Painter. We still have Grim Wanderer if any of these die, and then we have Inferno next turn if we get a basic land off the top. Alright, basic land off the top gives us our dragon. They even have an island that we can laugh at. I hope they try to bar the door or whatever it is. The Counterspell Dungeoneer Adventure card. Sending in if they want to power up their Paladin and make a trade for the Painter, that's fine. Painter has done its work. let's... nothing to price, so I guess we just send here to start. Disputing the dragon doesn't allow Grim. This is a treasure, not a creature. But we could still do it and look for... we could also go Death Priest just to get it cast. Yeah, let's just do Death Priest here. Price plus dispute next turn is kind of game winning anyway. Didn't even need the dispute part. Did we learn anything new? Forsworn Paladin. We were already playing our 2 enfeeblements anyway. Pair of goblins is somewhat interesting in that regard, but I think we just send it back. I don't like the Fates Reversal unless I'm aggressively dungeoneering. I don't think a 2-mana Raise Dead is worth it unless you really care about the venture. This isn't amazing, but I'm going to keep. We could easily flood out from here, but we do have 2-mana removal, a 5-drop we can already pay for. So all we're asking the deck for is some reasonable plays between 2 and 5. I don't think that's asking too much. It's a keep that could flood out, and I'm ready to take that without salt if it happens. We just have to keep and hope. Magic Missile is great. We'll go red here. Again, we have a fire-breathing dragon. Magic Missile could make it so that we don't even want to bother burning hands. If they play something with 2 toughness, we probably just want to go and burn it out. Ooh, and now with Dungeon Crawler, yeah, we could hands it at instant speed and punish them for the equip. Dungeon Crawler can slide into the curve here, though. But I think threatening them with the Burning Hands is good enough. Because if they do go for the Torch or for Self-Pump, we get them to waste their mana. Yeah, that's fine. And now... pretty unimpressive as a 3-drop, but we'll play it. Magic Missile. Let's see what we can get with it. Well, we may get a Gargoyle for it, because I think we just go ahead and attack and go 2 to Gargoyle, 1 to face after they block the Crawler. Mike says wait. Well, regardless, I'm going to get him in the habit of blocking. If we wait, they can equip this up and actually block and kill our 2-1, though. Yeah, Mike wants to be patient with our removal. I'm going to go for it. It's true the 4-3 does get through, but not through a 1-5. So we are flooding a little bit, but it's hard to say that we're flooding given that we opened on 5 lands. I mean, this is this is why 5 lands are so prone to flood. You're just likely to still pick up a couple more lands in your next 4 or 5 draws. Interesting. If we block here, we give them a counter before Feeblement gets to work. I'm just going to take this so that we can not give them a +1/+1 counter. And boy, we can enfeeble and get in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could get them down to 7, but then we do the price with no sack. I think we just go, yeah, take it out and don't do the price this time, but just go for a race. Now they're likely to attack in, go for, ooh. Can't sack itself, but we could steal this and at least sack like our goblin to it to draw. Looks like we won't have the 6/5 to swing with, so what do we want to do? I really would like to find a way to claw back and win this game. This has gotten tough, though. If we take the merchant, we crack in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They block our 4/3 with the 2/2. We actually hit them for only 5. And then we sack our goblin for a little extra value before they threaten to crack back for 7. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Just working out the math of it. Gotta take this trade. It's all going as I expected it to, but here's the important part. What do we get off of this gobbo? Rust monster. Yeah, ghoul off the top would have been great. No such luck. We could also sack the dungeon crawler. Probably should do that. Are we dead? How are we dead? I'm gonna swap the dungeon crawler for something else. I don't think the dungeon crawler is gonna get us there. And yeah, we could just end up with a dragon and a win. Like, it's a legit top deck win to find the dragon. Surprised they went to Fandelver when we're at 2. They could have put us to 1. Well, we had a plan. It didn't quite work, but we're also not dead. We can play out our hand, block, and still have the dragon top deck for the win. So trying to unsaltedly play to my outs here. It's been a tough event. Magic gods have not been on my side today, largely. But it would all be forgiven. If, oh, now the dragon is not even a win. Never mind. Now we don't even get to win off the dragon. Boo. All right, magic gods. this deck was excellent, and you thumbed your nose at us. That's going to happen sometimes. But what a bummer. Now we're going to draw the dragon, too. You ready? Here it comes. Or, no. Gobbo Mountain. Jeez. A little bit dejected. That was not a result I would have predicted for this deck. This is not a one-win deck. This is a two-win deck or better. We had a wide open lane in the best color pair, a fantastic dragon, and we got a little punished by overdrawing prices without our sack outlets, and maybe we should have been on 2 of these. But it is what it is. That's how it went today. I'm annoyed that I let my salt get an F-bomb out of me. But I can just lick my wounds and have a little salt lick. It'll be all right. You can see how much I do constructed these days. We got up to diamond on this account thanks to the softness of the quick draft queue. I think I got 3 trophies on this account from quick draft. That launched me up to diamond. Well, let's see. If we're just rattling off clips, there's that one. That I just didn't turn off, though. Well, we should play one that we're not seeing much. How about... You never see this.
I think we better split up. Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
As long as we're on Ghostbusters memes. Here, I'll run through ones we never see.
It's a shortcut, you see? DANGER, shortcut.
Hey.
I've played this before, but it's another one we never see because the card is bad.
Oh. Hey, Holmes. Oh, yeah.
How about...
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Oh, I should have used this one today. I owed you this one. I keep forgetting to play this one when it comes up.
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
Come on, your energy! I love freedom!
Itty bitty living space.
What else is there we haven't seen yet? This one. Now, I don't fully get that one. Explain that one. Is it Jin? Ginny? Okay, I get it now. Maybe the audio would help. Does he kind of say it like Ginny?
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Yeah, that I never even listened to that one, so maybe it would have helped if I'd listened to it. There you go. I think those are the unseen ones. A little roundup for you. Little something. There's your prize. Instead of gems, today you get a meme rundown and a hair toss. I'm supposed to do that when I win, though. All right. No gems for that one. Sorry I tilted so hard. Hopefully you just found some relatability there instead of getting annoyed at me. I tilt sometimes, and today was a hard one. So I'm already over it, though. Moving on. Got to enjoy life. If the worst thing that happens to me today is that my sweet magic deck didn't get as many wins as I wanted, I had a pretty good day, right? Right.